Hello friends and welcome back to Enterprise Architecture. Now this time we are playing once again Feed the Factory, which is the mod pack we've been playing for the last few episodes. It's a slightly older pack, it came out last year, hasn't really had any updates since, but it is a fantastic pack. What it aims to do is recreate the experience of the video game Factorio inside of Minecraft, which is a fantastic idea. I absolutely love it. I can't remember the last time I played this much of a mod pack straight out the gate. I have been playing just hours of this, loving every minute of it. I guess Sky Factory 4 might be the last time I was this engrossed in a mod pack. It's just a really great little challenge pack, and it's so interesting. Now, if I did have to say, after all of these hours of playing, any criticism I'd give for the pack, number one, it's that it hasn't been updated in over a year. That is a shame. This is an amazing, amazing pack. The second thing that I am a little frustrated about, and you can kind of see the results behind me here, it's that the resource nodes run out very quickly. So you constantly have to redo the outlines of where your belts are coming from into your factory. That's a little frustrating. I know you can tweak that in the config, but we're not ready for that yet. Maybe that's something to consider in the future. But aside from those two things, this is a great little pack. I am really enjoying it. So, with no further ado, let's dive back in. Now, last time we had started electrifying and automating our setup here. Our researchers we've started automating. We've got some solar panels set up at the end of the last episode. So now we are getting free unlimited power, and I want a lot more of that. But today, we need to keep working through this pack. Now, the goal here for me is to get a little further down our resource list here. Maybe we get to Flux Electrum today, but also work on more of our research. I do need to get these MV cables hooked up pretty quickly, because at this point, that is a big bottleneck for us, is the amount of power we can get out of our solar panels. Now, we don't have the blue research yet, so that's going to have to happen relatively in short order here. Now, we also can't get to the tier 4 solar panels yet because of that as well. So as far as things that we want to do this episode, I think we need to get a start on mass production at this point. We are still a ways behind. We need to probably get redstone furnaces. That's not the top priority because we can still use the heaters, but furnaces will be faster here. Pulverizers is a priority because then we get ore doubling. That is critical for us, so we really want to get that as soon as we can. And then we're off to the sequential fabricator, which again is a faster way of auto crafting. We need to figure that out. But I think our top priority today is item conduits and maybe even fluid conduits, because this will allow us advanced routing of our various items. Belts are great for our long distance transmission, but short distance, yeah, these item conduits are going to give us advanced routing capabilities, and that's what we really would love to have. The other things we need to get to are powered drills, because I want to move away from burner anything. We want to stop using coal for any of our inputs wherever possible. So burner drills need to go away. Powered drills are where it's at. And then the only other thing I am looking at here is our faster steel. Where did that go? Here it is. Aluminum and fastest steel, so that we can get our steel production, which is one of our bottlenecks right now, up higher. And then aluminum is the next thing we're going to start doing once we have the electric drills. So for right now, let's spend our time and energy getting to powered drills. Now, although we're getting decent throughput with our electric machines like our presses over here, we still have bottlenecks with regard to steel production. Also to our coal coke production, but I don't know that that's a real bottleneck because I don't think we actually need coal coke to run our improved blast furnace. I think that works with regular coal. I'd also be curious to see if it runs off of an electric external heater as well, so we might tinker with that a little bit. But what that does mean that we need to do is parallelize our blast furnace so that we can do more steel at once. So that might be the first thing we do. Now, to do that, we do need to tear down our existing reinforced blast brick furnace and move that to a spot where we can more easily parallelize all of the processes for this. So we're just going to move this back a bit into the field, a little further from where we are right now. So this looks like a great spot to get started here. So we can just go ahead and set this up per usual. Nothing fancy about this from immersive engineering, just a normal 3x3x3 cube. Now to get back up here, I do need to nerd pull just a little bit, build myself a step. There we go. So 3x3x3. And then the only thing that's different about this is that it does take a funnel on top, right in the middle. So we just put that right there. And now we should just be able to whack this with a hammer again and turn it into our, there we go, improved blast furnace. That is great. Now we do need to get our coal production back up online because unfortunately we have run out here. So we are going to set up a new coal drill. We're going to use our iron drill head, I guess, in that. Now we're going to get a lot of different things out of this particular machine besides coal, and that's okay. We can totally live with that. So let's see here. We want this to line up with our existing conveyor belts, which are here. So let's go ahead and click that. That's setting our output. Put our chest on it. And then we just need our extractor, if that sheep would get out of the way, and there we go. Now we're getting all of these lovely goodies here. So now we just have to complete our belt line and connect it back to the existing belt line. There we go. Now it looks like we're mostly getting copper to start, but there's some coal. So we should slowly but surely start getting coal out of this mix as well. This chunk actually has a bunch of neat stuff in it. In addition to the coal, iron, and copper, which is our standard stuff that we found. If we wait just a second, we'll see. We're also got aluminum and platinum. Now, aluminum is very near on our next set of ingredients that we need, but I don't think we can drill that with the steel head yet. So we're going to have to wait a second on that particular one. Okay, so since steel is our holdup on pretty much everything at this point, we are actually going to do fastest steel instead. I think that's where we want to start here. Now that does require 16 8-packs. That's somewhat problematic because we don't have that many 8-packs yet. We only have 5 8-packs, so we're gonna have to wait a little while for that. I am noticing that these recipes are getting increasingly more expensive as we go through them, so we are just gonna have to be a little bit more patient. All right, so we already have another 18 steel ingots, which means we can go ahead and make our next set of steel plates. Okay, so we just combined those steel plates with the blast bricks, and that should give us, there we go, over under, reinforced blast bricks. Then all we need to do is add a single funnel to the mix, like so. Hopper, I guess I should call them, that is the proper name. And now we can finish out our second improved blast furnace real quick. Let's see, just place this right in line with the previous one and keep falling off over and over again. I guess I'm just not holding shift well enough. There we go, and now all we have to do is stick the hopper on top. There we go. And where did my hammer go? Please, hammer, don't hurt him. Perfect. Okay. Now we have 2 improved blast furnaces. We're gonna get this cooking up a bunch of iron into steel. And along with the first one, that basically, hopefully will increase our output pretty quickly here. Now, the other thing I want to start parallelizing is our research. So these machine casings are relatively cheap to make. And I think if I can get a little bit more steel sheet metal, we don't have quite enough right now, we can start making a whole bunch more of these electric researchers, which we really want to do because these are awfully slow and it's taking forever to get our research components here, these research packs. Okay, I'm having a second thought here, and that is that we are kind of running out of iron. I mean, we have a decent amount of iron ore here, but overall, our production would be much better if we could pulverize our iron instead. So we're just gonna go ahead and unlock that, the pulverizer. And then to make one should be relatively straightforward, What do we got? Machine frames. We know how to make all of that stuff. We just need more modularium. Pistons, flint, redstone reception coil. All this is easy. So we're going to go ahead and make one of these. Now for that, we do need how many machine frames? Just one machine casing. So yeah, let's go ahead and make up a bunch of modularium. And then we're going to make ourselves some... Oh, we have machine casings. Never mind. We could probably do this right away. Let's see here. Machine frame. Yeah, we've got all that stuff. Piston. Got all that stuff. Copper gears. Do we have copper gears already? No, we're not making those anymore. So 1, 2 copper gears. Okay, there's a second copper gear. And then to make flint, we actually use gravel. So gravel in a 3 triangle makes flint, which is interesting, but that's useful as well. So we can also make a little bit more gravel because we need 2 flint. And to do that, we just need cobble. So here we go. There's 3 gravel, just like that. 6 gravel all day. And then we use that to make our 2 flint. Good. Now we should have everything we need for the pulverizer. Oh, except for the redstone coil. Let's make that real quick. That seems like a more expensive version of this. I don't remember requiring this much redstone before, but we'll take it. And now we have a pulverizer. Okay. Now, we still need our LV connectors, at least for now. So let's go ahead and make one of those. A little bit more copper to make that. LV wire connector. Perfect. And we just want to find a place to put this pulverizer that it's kind of nearby and not too far out of the way. Since we've got some machines going over here already, I think I'm just going to go ahead and maybe put it down like right here-ish, like behind our furnaces. Maybe this is a good place for it. Like that. So give me my connector back, put that on top. And then get our insulated cable, and I'm hoping this works. Oh, nope, it doesn't like that. See that red box? That means that it is too close. It doesn't like it when machines are that close. So instead, we're gonna have to put it a little further away. Maybe we can come right down here. Can I put it right down here? Let's see here, pulverizer. You know what, let's grab a chest or two too, because we want to be able to immediately store the contents of that pulverizer. So let's put it here, put the pulverizer on top, and put the chest on top of that. We're going to do the wire connector on the back. And then let's just grab our cables and hook it up. There we go, liked that. Okay, so it's slowly gaining power. Let's configure this. So we want to auto input from the top, and we're going to auto output all of our various ingredients from the bottom. So we want the orange there, and then we disable the sides. Perfect. Now this will start pulverizing anything we tell it to. So we can get started with, say, our copper ore here. So let's put our copper ore in this instead of smelting it automatically. And there we go. Pulverization is happening. In fact, this is happening so well, we might want to do multiple. Also, once again, I've made the mistake of thinking I can open a chest when I have something on top of it, which I cannot. So we're going to have to move this chest. So let's not put it there. Let's put it in front. And now we're just going to tell it, well, we're going to want to rotate this, aren't we? Where's our magical tool? Magical tool, magical tool. There we go. Multi-tool. Turn that to the side. And now the right side, we're going to make the output everything. Like that. Should be outputting both of those now. Great. All of the things are being output. You know, we might want to make a few more pulverizers. Okay, so we've got our second pulverizer set up here. We are getting a decent amount of copper and iron dust now. Let's turn our attention to increasing our researchers. So we've got a little bit more steel that's just come in, so we're going to use that. And we need this, the one-use researcher capsule. Now for that, it looks like the thing that we're missing is the capsule base here, which we can at least make one of. Can we make any more? No, because we need more modularium. Let's see here. Maybe we make a bit more modularium here, but first things first, let's go ahead and make one of these. Great, and it looks like we have everything that we need for that. And I'm going to go cook up some more modularium because I know we're going to use it. Let's just do, I don't know, 32 all said and done. Yeah, let's alloy up about 32 of these. So we go back to our alloy furnace, grab our electrum back out and drop those in. Whoa, that's going quick. And we'll just let that cook down real quick. And while we're waiting for the machine casing, let's make everything else that we need for this. So the main things we are missing here are steel fences. So we can make a few more of those pretty easily. Like so. Okay, great. And now, let's see here. How much sheet metal do we have? That's a good question. We have 6. So maybe let's make some more sheet metal here. Do 12 for now. We'll save the rest of our steel plates for other things we might use it for. How is our modularium looking? 8. That's only enough for 2, I think. So let's really make those 2 real fast. But we still need 4 more. Okay, there's our 8 machine casings. We can use that to make another capsule. We use that to make another burner researcher. And good, we have 2 now. Let's go ahead and put these over here. Oh, you know what we're missing for that though is our LV wire cables. Connectors here, where did those connectors go? Let's go ahead and add this to the recipe list. I know we're going to be using this a lot, and I keep forgetting this recipe that is in this pack. Make some extras while we're at it. Gonna need cables for that, which we left in here. And in theory, we should just be able to put these down right over here. We want it like that, and we want it right here. There we go. And then let's do the last one exactly the same way. So turn that around, make sure it's in line. Great. Now we just need to cable it up here. Grab those wire connectors we literally just were holding a second ago. Put that there, put that there. And then we just need to link our cables up. Okay, everybody now has power. So how are we looking here? Conveyor belts are in there, plates are in there, copper coils. So what we can do here is start laying these out a little bit more logically. I'm going to grab out those items. I'm just going to split the plates in half here, split the conveyor belts in half here, and do the same for these. Eventually I should do some more logical layout of this stuff, but this is fine for now. And then I'm going to do the same with the copper coils, and I'm not going to do the same with the iron gears. I'm going to leave 12 here because we are short by 5 gears. I ran out of steel, so I need to make 5 more gears here pretty soon. That means I need 10 more steel ingots. I think I have those laying around here. Let's see, 3, 20, yeah, I can do another set of gears. So let's go ahead and put these in here and we'll make 5 more steel gears. And then I can throw that into the mix as well. Great. So we just grab that up, go ahead and walk over here. And there we go. That's the slot. Perfect. Okay, so now all of our research is basically doubled in speed. That'll be very useful for us here in the near future. I do need to get these outputting extracting conveyor belts very quickly here, because otherwise this is not going to be so useful. So I'm going to make a few of those real fast. I'm going to make a few more chests because I think I'm short on chests, and then a couple of more hoppers to hook all of this up. Okay, so those are our extracting conveyor belts. And where did I put my chests? Yeah, we have a couple of chests here. Grab those and made a bunch of our funnels, our hoppers as well. I'm going to keep calling those funnels all of the time. I don't know why. I cannot get the word hopper to stick in my little brain, but I cannot. All right, so output goes that way, output goes this way, and then we just need to put down our chests. Great. And those are coming along pretty quick, actually. Let's see here. I think we just need 16 of those, so we might be there already. Let's see. 16. Okay, great. So checking back here on our advanced steel production, add the 16. We have those, 16 of these. Done. Okay, so now our steel production can be even faster. So heater, there we go, blast furnace heater, and we're going to want 4 of these. Iron sheet metal, great, and an external heater, also easy for us to make. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Let's make 4 external heaters. Perfect. Iron sheet metal, we just need iron plates. How many iron sheet metal did we need? Let's see there, that's 7 times 4, so 28 all day. So let's see here, can I make that many? Great, that's plenty. And then we just put this together. Perfect. And now we do need more LV wire connectors for these, of course, like so. And just looking at logistics here, we probably need 1 more of our poles to run all the way over there. So let me grab up our wooden post here. Okay. So this wooden post is going to connect to these off of that. And I think I do want this to be a little higher so I can get line of sight of at least on one of these, right? So let's come up like here, put our wooden post down. And I thought I had heard that you can actually climb these, just like a ladder. Oh, well, clearly that's not how you do it. Let's see here. Oh, yep, you can climb them just like a ladder. That's cool. So I put my relay here, and then I connect this one first. Then I'm going to want to come over here and connect it to this. There we go. Great. And now we can put our heaters onto these. So preheater, this goes here, and this one goes here. That works. Here, and once again on the far end here. Cool. Now I just need a nerd pull up there and put more connectors on top, like so. And then do the other ones here. And then the last one over here. Perfect. And now we just need a bunch of coils off this. So let's connect that to this. You cannot attach a wire to the same point. Okay, let's try that again. Making from there to here. Good. And we just need to repeat the process a couple more times here. Link from there to there, and there to there. Maybe I made this too high. And last but not least, this one. Okay. So those should pick up speed. And that should increase how quickly our steel gets made. So that should be a big bump to our steel production really quickly there. Yeah, look at it taking power in. That's great. Okay, it's doing the thing. That's all we need. So, a bunch more steel now coming in. Perfect. Okay, so let's unlock a couple of more things real quick here. First things first, let's get item pipes. That's what we really are missing for advanced logistics. I'm really getting pretty tired of having to route things around the old-fashioned way. So let's go over here to transfer, and we're going to submit that. We're going to submit this. And now we have item conduits. That's great. That's a wonderful thing. Okay, so with item conduits, the next thing I really want to get is these LV energy conduits. This increases our throughput to 500 RF per tick, and the 100 we're getting right now is a pretty big bottleneck. So let's see if we have enough ingredients to go ahead and make those. I think we're pretty close, if not right on the money. What are we at? 16 I've got, 8 of those I've got. Okay, great. Now we've got energy conduits. Okay, so I can actually go back and undo a lot of this cabling I've added and increase the throughput. But the place I'm going to add it first is going to be probably right here into our capacitor bank so we can maximize the amount of solar power we are getting. So let's just hook that up real quick. Now these are actually pretty easy to make, but we do need LV wire connectors and relays to make them. That's not ideal, but we can certainly do it. So to get to that point, let's go ahead and make a bunch more of those real fast. So wire connectors, let's do 6. 6 is good. And then wire relays, let's make sure we have at least 6 of those. One more set maybe. Okay, and then we just need to add that to some copper. Do I not have enough for more of those? Oh, I just need to grab more copper. I've got some right here. Perfect. So let's make as many of these as we can. 24, that's a great starting point. We're just gonna break all of this stuff off here. Let's see here, grab the pickaxe, because we don't need to do all of this, right? Let's grab that. Let's grab this. And I don't know if I can just connect straight to a wire connector or not with my item pipe. I'm gonna have to tinker with this real quick. Let's see here. Conduits. Let's bring that down. What are we getting out of here? That seems to be doing something. I can't tell if it's doing the trick or not. Let's connect that up here. 48, 107. Yeah, I can't tell with these solar panels whether or not that the whole array counts as 1 or not. I'm going to have to look that up later at a different time. But I do think what I can do here is connect our LV wire connector to another one of these, like so. And I think if I put a connector onto that, it should hook up, if I remember. Yeah, that's making a nice connection. And then all I have to do is connect this to our main. And that's going to give me power in from our water wheels in addition to our solar panel. And all that's going into our big capacitor bank here. So yeah, that's all working nicely for now. Eventually, I will make enough of these cables that I can replace all of them, but we are short on getting enough stone to be able to make all this right now. That's actually our bottleneck is stone, ironically. But now we should have a ton of power. Now, I might also add another output from this, just so that we don't have a shortage of power for our various machines. So, for instance, those heaters over there, that might be a whole separate dedicated power line that we use just for those. But for now, I think that's a pretty good stopping point. We've doubled our steel production, we've doubled our research production, and we have increased our power throughput dramatically, in addition to setting up pulverizers. That is a lot for one episode. I think we've been very productive today. But that brings us to a close to this episode of Enterprise Architecture. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you back here next time. Bye, friends.